Hello, welcome back to the channel. I've got two Joy Toy figures to share with you guys today. They're both from the Dark Source line.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Come, my son. Follow the light.
Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging really quick. Both of these figures seem to be a part of the Jianghu tomb sect, army area. I'm not quite sure what Jianghu tomb is. I did not know that when I ordered them. I did order them from two different places at two different times, and they both arrived within a week or two of each other. Yunme Lin here, who I'm going to call sort of the medicine man. I picked him up at Berry. I did have, because I had ordered so many things from them, they did give me a $5 coupon, $5 off coupon. And one of the reasons that I order from Berry is typically, not all the time, not for every figure, but they're usually $1 or $2 or $3 less than most of the other websites. So with their $5 discount, plus they're always sort of coming in $1 or $2 less, I got a pretty good deal on this guy. This guy here, Hoi En Shu, I'm not sure how to say that. We're going to call him the Beastmaster. So we got the Medicine Man over here and the Beastmaster over here. I picked this guy up from Locker Toys. Locker Toys offers free shipping, and they're usually $1 or $2 less if you pre-order them. Once they come in stock, they kind of go up to a buck or two more. So by pre-ordering him, I got him free shipping, and he was $1 or $2 less. And I really wanted him because of these two creatures. I probably could have held off on getting this guy, but I'm a sucker for figures that come with creatures. And he looks like he's got some kind of I think that's like a three-tailed fox, and of course an owl. So these are the boxes. They do have very similar colored outfits. Boxes are nearly identical. Nothing new here. On the back, we have pictures of the figures with their accessories. Unfortunately, the Medicine Man here doesn't come with any accessories except for three extra pairs of hands. Beastmaster over here, he does come with the fox, the owl. Looks like a dagger, an extra set of hands. It looks like a bag and maybe a scabbard to put the dagger in, and a light that has a perch for the owl. So that's pretty cool. So those are the boxes. That's kind of the story about how I got them. So let's get them open. All right, here are the figures out of packaging. Let's start with the Medicine Man here, since he's a little bit easier to describe and explain because he really doesn't have any accessories. He does have the three sets of hands there, two open hands, two fists, and two different gripping hands, which are the opposite of the ones that he comes with. He almost has like a trigger finger here, trigger hand, and a gripping hand here. That third pair of hands is the opposite. So you've got the trigger finger on this side and the gripping hand on this side. He's a lot heavier, a lot beefier than I expected. He's a lot of plastic, so to speak. He's got really big feet, and I think that's because he is such a heavy, large figure. You can see how big these feet are comparatively. It gives him a base to stand on, so he won't fall over because he is pretty heavy. Where this figure really shines is the facial sculpt and paint. Look how nice that face is. This guy is definitely an experienced, aged, wise one. And his satchels, his bags are really well painted and sculpted. His whole belt, all these sculpting features on there, really nice. He has all the sort of normal Joy Toy articulation, except he is missing the thigh cut. He is missing the thigh cut there. It looks like I just popped the bag off too. But yeah, otherwise, you know, rocker ankles, double hinged knees. He can do a pretty good split for a big guy. It's not too much. Ball hinged shoulders, single hinged elbow, and because those hands pop on and off, he does have a ball hinged wrist and a pretty good ball hinged head, and an ab crunch. But otherwise, you know, he's a fairly static kind of basic figure, but he's nice in the character selection as you don't get too many sort of, you know, senior citizen type action figures. You really don't. That also makes me think though that this one, you know, this one's not going to sell out. There's not people running to Locker Toys or, you know, AliExpress trying to grab this guy because of, you know, the subject matter of what he is. They do have him in this sort of cool like air bending avatar pose here with the two open hands sort of, you know, doing something. I'm probably going to put one open hand and one fist on him, or both fists, so I sort of imagine him as some kind of a kung fu master. I'm kind of looking at these two as master and apprentice in my world. But that is the medicine man there. Out of the two, you know, this guy, the Beastmaster dude, is definitely the star of the show. He comes with the cool accessories. I did knock off the owl right before this video. He is right here. Let's start with the owl. He's painted really well. Got a nice texture to him. All the way around, you can see all the texture in the feathers. His eyes are, you know, for a little figure like this, you can see how nicely his eyes are painted there. And his beak. Very cool. He does barely kind of sit up on his back feathers there. Here is the fox. It must be some kind of a mythological fox because he does have three tails. He does have some little antlers on him. He's got like a nice pink sort of wash over him too on his tail, on his ears. Again, you can see he's got little pupils in those eyes. It's painted really, really well. A lot of texture in the fur, in his mane, his chest. Very cool. Very, very cool. It does come with an extra pair of hands that are just fists. Here's the lantern and perch for the owl. The lantern does have a lot of texture in it. The lamp is a nice sort of faded yellow. And there's texture on the handle here. The owl seems to sit best on this part here, closest to the light, rather than the handle part here. It's very nice though. The figure did come with the satchel and the dagger already in the scabbard. Let me just take it off for you guys to show you. It does come on and off very easily. Again, just like the satchels and the packs on the Medicine Man, this thing's done really well. It's got a jewel there on the scabbard. Nice blue jewel. There's almost like a rope texture here. Some buckles and some studs on the shoulder pad of the satchel. And then of course there's some more rope in other parts there. Dagger comes right out. Very cool dagger. It's got some I guess like not gun, but you know, metal painting. That's not very sharp there. If I do, there you go. And like a brown sort of black hilt paint. Very cool though. Very nice. Fits right in. Boom. Very nice. It does appear to have like a flap on the inside. It looks like it's folded over, textured, sculpted in there. Very soft rubber plastic. Now for the Beastmaster, he does have a removable cloak. What's nice about this cloak is the sleeves on his shirt are different colors, so you can take this off and he still looks pretty cool. I do think I'll leave it on, at least for this video. He's got another little dagger sculpted into his belt line. He does have the thigh cut that the Medicine Man is missing. He's got your standard joy-toy articulation, double hinge knee, rocker pivot ankle. He can do the splits fairly well. He's got an ab crunch and a swivel at the lower waist, so you can twist him. Single hinged elbow, ball hinged shoulder, and because he has the swappable hands, they are the ball hinged swivel. Swivel ankle or swivel wrist, and a ball hinged head that does give you a lot of movement. Very nice painted face. Again, eyes are done really well. Straight on. Very nice for such a small figure. And the satchel, as I showed you, does just go right over. I'll probably put one fist on this guy and keep one hand open so he can hold the dagger. I'm not quite sure because he does have the lamp, so I might just leave him how he is with two holding hands. But it's nice that he has the fists. It's always good. You gotta have a couple fists to punch out the bad guys. So let's do a quick comparison with some of the other Dark Source figures. All right, so I'm probably gonna butcher these names now, but let's throw in here, so just to, we can kind of see them together. Here's Lin Zhao. He's kind of the spearman soldier. We've got Wunian, another one of like the Kung Fu masters. What's this guy's name? Tengsten Yu? Put him right there. All these figures have been really good, and it's one of the reasons I keep buying them. I haven't got a bad one in the bunch yet. In fact, the Medicine Man's probably the most tame out of all of them. And this is one of the best ones. What's his name? Jushin He or Jushin Mi. He came with the Prince, and I think this guy's one of the best out of all of them. Him and the Prince are probably two of the best. You can see they're all right in scale. They all look great together. They're all from different sects, but they look great together. They all fit really well in my fantasy stuff, and I like all of them. I think again, he's probably the sort of the tamest, the weakest of the bunch. This guy fits right in though. I still think this guy is one of the best, and probably this guy and the Prince are three of the best ones. But definitely this guy. Really enjoyed this guy. Let's do a size comparison now with some other lines. Okay, quick size comparison with some other lines. We've got the Acid Rain Anubis here. Toys Alliance Annex 2179. We've got Judge Giant from Hyatt Toys. Here is, oh, I forget his name now. From Star Wars The Vintage Collection, Cal Kestis. He is a little bit smaller because he is a 375 figure. Here is Mercenary Johnny from Joy Toy. Got another Joy Toy figure, but from their military line. And then from the Eagle Force, Prince, gosh, I forget how to say his name, Sarzak, and he is also more of a 375 inch figure. You can see he is a bit shorter than both of them, but right in line. I think they all fit. It's more the subject matter. These guys are more all sci-fi. He's a modern military guy, and of course these are fantasy figures. So there's a quick size comparison. Let's move these guys out of the way now. So overall, I can say that they're both really good. I think this guy, of course, he's a little bit better. Subject matter comes with the creatures. He's got a dagger. This is your medicine man. Doesn't come with much. He's a great background character. But I do think they're both pickups, and I think they actually complement each other well because of their clothes, their color patterns, the fact that they go together from the same sect. I think works for me. Glad I've got them both, and I'm glad I got him at a bit of a discount. Because I do think he's what I got him for is probably more what he's worth. He's probably one of those ones you can wait to find on AliExpress in 6 months, 8 months, a year, and probably find it at a really good deep discount. And that might be the time to grab them. All right, so I'm going to take some photos now. I hope you enjoyed my overview, and I'll see you next time. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.